Back at my electrical board, I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. Finally got all my parts and a solar panel. So we'll start with the three-phase AC coming down from the tower, going to the positive. The negative goes straight to the battery. The positive goes into the right side of the regulator, whatever the hell this thing's called. And then what I was missing previously was another positive wire coming off of the right side going to the battery. So that's where a lot of my power loss was happening. And then there's a positive wire coming out the left of the relay switch here. Relay, that's what that thing's called. There's a positive wire coming off the left side of it going to the diversion dump, which is only going to be used in the case for the power inverter. If the power grid goes down, it's going to charge the battery. If it's down so long that the battery gets fully charged, it'll go divert into heat. And then out the right side is the negative going to the battery out of that. Coming off of these front two posts here, the left side is my positive and the right side is negative, coming to these little sense wires. And then from the rest of the charge controllers, just positive, negative, black's negative, red is positive, that goes straight to the battery as well. And then off to the bottom right here, I have solar positive coming in. I haven't really labeled any of these with color coding. All I had was red wire. I know what they are. So that's positive coming in from solar. Negative from solar comes in right here and goes right to the battery. I plan to upsize those two wires, and also this wire are going to increase in gauge. I think I have an 8 on there now. I'm going to put a 10 or a 12 gauge on. Especially if I add more solar panels, I'll put a much thicker wire coming in through the wall there. But yeah, so I'm actually producing some power now. Oh, we got 16-mile-an-hour wind right now, kind of random gusts. So right now we're making 65 watts, 68. So I'm having an issue. This battery I think is an old truck battery or something. So it's not meant to be charged and released very, very quickly. So I think I'm going to upgrade my battery into something that's more suitable for this. There we go, 73 watts, 74, 75. Well, it's dark outside right now, as you can see. So I'm only producing off of the wind right now. But the past 2 hours, I think, yeah, so I've gotten 0.06 kilowatt hours. And that's been 2 hours and 2 minutes since I unplugged this and plugged it back in. I can look back at the watts. I can also get an amp reading. So 2.18 amps times 12 is my current. And you can see the inverter just shut off again. Don't know if we can see the numbers on the charge controller just right, but it says 10.9. This inverter is designed to run 10.8 up to 30 volts. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get another grid tie inverter and run solar straight off of one inverter, and that should leave the inverter turned on basically the whole day. So here the amps are rising again. I'm going to look at our wattage, 64 watts. But that is the complete system. I just need to color code some of these wires and finish securing them to the board and keep buying more things. But I'm finally making some power off the wind. It's quite exciting. I also need to get that thing hooked up so I can use that other inverter another day once the ground thaws some. Voltage, wattage is back on the rise. But yeah, I think that's my only problem is my battery. I think I need to change my battery to something better, or even use just a much smaller battery. Might be beneficial for me so my voltage isn't jumping all over the place all the time. But at least I'm getting some power out of it now. Good news.